पॉलिसी बाजार पर 1 करोड़ रुपए का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस केवल 450 रुपए महीने से शुरू। वाव!
Hello, I'm Sneha Koshi. Let's take you through all the top stories of the day. BJP MP Pragya Thakur has been named in a police case for allegedly making a provocative speech or alleged hate speech in Karnataka's Shivamogga. The complaint has been filed by a local Congress leader. Shrija brings us more.
Well, this is the first FIR. In fact, several complaints in the last 2 days have also been filed. This is the online complaint that we're talking about. Though online complaints were forwarded, especially to the Shivamogga police, however, they refused to register a complaint, also citing that the person will have to be present in person at the station while lodging a complaint against a particular person. But however, in the past, if you're really looking at if there are any hate speeches or something that disturbs the peace, we have gone and seen in the past, especially Shivamogga. We're talking about a very, very communal, sensitive area, and we have seen the police themselves take up a suo motu. But only in this particular case, we went out to see how the Shivamogga police sat on that particular, though there were online complaints, but just waited for somebody to lodge a complaint in the station. And yes, nearly 3 days later, we're looking at where a Congress district president, Sundaresh, this is in Shivamogga, he went on to lodge a complaint at the Kote police station, and the FIR of course goes on to talk about the complaint or the accusations made by especially this particular leader, that is the Congress leader, where he did go on to mention that the BJP MP from Bhopal, when she was at the convention, the annual convention of the Hindu Jagrana Vedike, this is on Sunday 25th of December, where she went on to make a very provocative speech addressing a large audience, and she did in fact go on to make this hate speech, triggering also disturbing public peace. As far as the IPC section goes, it does talk about where she's been registered under IPC 504 for in fact provocating and also trying to disturb public peace. Also 153A for promoting enmity amongst religious groups, and also 153B as well amongst the other IPC sections.
At least 8 people have died in a stampede in Nellore district of Andhra Pradesh during a roadshow by the state's former Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu. Uma Sudhir joins us for more on this. Uma, a very unfortunate incident. Apparently there seemed to have been some open ditch.
Yes, indeed. Chandrababu Naidu has been on a series of meetings, in fact, across Andhra Pradesh, and this is a rally that he had been calling Idemi Karma Mana Rashtraaniki, means why is our state facing this fate, and this is obviously targeted towards the Assembly and Lok Sabha elections that will happen in 2024. And he was to have a public meeting at Kandakur in Nellore district of Andhra Pradesh when huge numbers of people were trying to get a glimpse of the leader as he was passing, as the roadshow was happening. And that's when there was a kind of a cement barricade by the side of an open ditch where huge numbers had gathered, and that apparently gave way, and 8 people fell into an open drain, and they have died. This includes one woman as well. Chandrababu Naidu, in fact, was just about ready to start his speech when this happened, and then he waited for news to come in about what had happened to the people who are said to have met with this accident, who fell into the drain, and subsequently he cancelled the meeting, except for announcing that he will be giving 10 lakh rupees as compensation to the families of each of those who died, support the education of the children of those people, and the injured will be treated with the help of the TDP funds as well. This is happening at a time when, of course, his son Lokesh is also planning to go on Padyatra, in fact, for 400 days all across the state, and targeting the youth of the state. From the ruling party side, their own campaign managers are talking about flixies having been put in that place, which kind of led to the accident. And they said that there were, even though I have spoken to the police, and they said that they did give permission for the roadshow itself, but the campaign managers of the ruling party are saying that they had chosen a narrow stretch in order to make it appear that the crowds were big, and also that they had put in flexies where they should not have been there, leading to the accident itself. Of course, the police investigation will show what exactly transpired there. Back to you.
Thank you, Uma. And moving on, former Maharashtra Minister Anil Deshmukh was given a hero's welcome by key leaders of his party and supporters as he was released from Mumbai's Arthur Road jail today after more than a year in jail, around 14 months. The 72-year-old was accused in a corruption case registered by the Central Bureau of Investigation. The leaders of the Nationalist Congress Party, who were waiting outside the jail to greet Mr. Deshmukh, accompanied him to the Siddhivinayak temple on an open-top jeep. His first stop before he headed for his home in Worli. Let's listen.
मेरे ऊपर जो इल्जाम लगाया गया है मुझे फंसाने के लिए ये इल्जाम लगाया गया है। भारत के माननीय उद्योगपति माननीय मुकेश अंबानी साहब के घर के सामने जो जिलेटिन या जो बॉम्ब रखा गया था, वो केस में सचिन वाजे के ऊपर राष्ट्रद्रोह का गंभीर ऐसा आरोप या गुनाह उसके ऊपर दाखिल है। ऐसे क्रिमिनल रिकॉर्ड के आदमी ने मेरे ऊपर आरोप किया, वो आरोप के लिए मुझे 14 महीने जेल में रहना पड़ा करके हाई कोर्ट ने बोला है कि ऐसे क्रिमिनल बैकग्राउंड वाले आदमी के ऊपर उसने जो बयान दिया है सचिन वाजे ने, वो बयान के ऊपर विश्वास करना मुश्किल है।
It is similar to what happened when Sanjay Raut was released from the jail. He was also given a heroic welcome. We saw a huge bike rally at that time as well. He also went to the Siddhivinayak temple. Now, even today a bike rally was expected, but later the police did not give the permission for the same. So, yes, the opposition leaders have been saying that this is nothing but just political vendetta. And that is exactly what we also heard the leaders also saying about it. And that's why you will be seeing all top leaders from Ajit Pawar to Supriya Sule, all these top leaders of the NCP who are present over there. Now, interestingly, the winter session of Maharashtra is going on. And it will be important to see if Anil Deshmukh goes over there or if he speaks about it. So, this is the second person from the MDA who has been released. Now, Nawab Malik is another person, another MLA of the NCP itself who has been arrested. Very important to see what will his case be, because now he'll also be saying that, okay, this is nothing but just a political vendetta. And very important to see what happens over there. But yes, the party seems to be supporting their MLAs, their leaders. And that's why we saw this heroic welcome, as well as Anil Deshmukh speaking and saying that based on the statements given by Parambir Singh as well as other people, I was arrested. He has been claiming since day one that he has been framed. Remember that he was the Home Minister of Maharashtra and he resigned from his post because he came to know that there is a case against him. Later, the ED called him. He was arrested in November and he spent almost 13 months in jail, after which now he has been released.
A day after a setback from the Allahabad High Court regarding the other backward caste quota in local bodies, UP's Yogi Adityanath government has set up a commission. The court had quashed the rapid OBC survey done in 2017 and said the local body polls cannot go ahead with the OBC quota basis which was done by the survey. The commission set up is the UP government's first step towards quota for OBCs in urban body polls. UP government takes first step towards quota for OBCs in the urban body polls. In fact, it is a UP government has set up this commission and has gather data on backwardness and submits reports. A shocking case of caste horror from a village in Tamil Nadu, where the district authorities who went in to investigate human feces put deliberately in drinking water of scheduled castes found the horrors don't end there. Here's a special report.
Pudukkottai Collector Kavitha Ramu and Police Chief Vandita Pandey at Tamil Nadu's Irayur village, where a huge quantity of human waste was found in a water tank that was supplying drinking water to a scheduled caste community. Villagers say in recent days children took ill and the tank was checked after doctors advised to check the drinking water source.
தண்ணியே மஞ்சள் கலரில் வந்துருக்கு. இது தெரியாத மக்கள் ஒரு வாரம் குடிச்சிருக்காங்க. குழந்தைகள் உடல்நிலை சரியில்லாம போனதால மருத்துவமனை போயிட்டு பார்க்கும்போது தான் அவங்க மருத்துவ டாக்டர் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க தண்ணியெல்லாம் பிரச்சனை சொன்ன பிறகு தான் இந்த உண்மை அவங்களுக்கு தெரிய வருது.
Who carried out the terrible act is not clear yet. Locals complained that caste discrimination runs deep here. For 3 generations, they had never been allowed in the village temple, and the village tea shop still has a 2-glass system for scheduled castes and others. The collector and SP took the deprived community to the village temple, where a woman belonging to the so-called higher caste said she was possessed by the deity, abused and declared that the lower caste people should not be allowed in. The police have booked a case against the woman and the tea shop owner too.
நாங்கள் வந்து 3 தலைமுறை அந்த இதில் இருக்கோம். இந்த கோவிலுக்குள்ளே போகல. கலெக்டர் வந்து இன்னைக்கு வந்து அந்த ஒரு நிறைவேறினது ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக தான் இருக்குது. இனிமேலும் நாங்கள் வந்து எங்களுக்கு வந்து இந்த உரிமை வந்து கிடைக்கணும்.
இன்னைக்கு தான் போய் இந்த சாமி எப்படி இருக்குன்னு பார்த்து சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது இந்த சாமி கும்பிட்டதில். இது மாதிரி எப்போதும் இது மாதிரி நீடிச்சு இருந்துச்சுன்னா ஓகே. இன்னைக்கு மட்டும் இருந்துட்டு இதோட இந்த மேட்டர் வந்து க்ளோஸ் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா ரொம்ப கஷ்டம் எங்களுக்கு.
In the land of Periyar, who inspired temple entry protests almost 100 years ago, that scheduled castes are not allowed inside temples in DMK-ruled Tamil Nadu is an irony. Even more shocking and criminal is that huge amounts of feces seem to have been deliberately put in drinking water meant for the community. With MP Ramesh Pillai in Pudukkottai, Uma Sudhir, NDTV.
The Election Commission has initiated the delimitation of assembly and parliamentary constituencies in Assam. They will use the 2001 census figures for the readjustment of seats. The exercise will be electorally crucial in the run-up to 2024, and the opposition is questioning the exercise at the very onset. Ratnadeep with more details from Guwahati.
The redrawing of parliamentary and assembly constituencies in one of India's most politically volatile state, Assam, has begun. But lawmakers from minority communities are wary, claiming this is an attempt to change their constituencies and polarize people.
If they are not increase the numbers of the constituency, then ultimately it will be a feudal exercise of the government. Constituency should be increased. BJP want to take it as a politicize this issue, because they try to make minority less the minority constituencies and to increase the majority constituencies, and by these issues they want to polarize among the majority peoples.
The opposition is further questioning the base year of the census being used for delimitation. Between 2001 and 2011 census, Assam has recorded highest increase of Muslim population, from 30.9% to 34.2% of state's population.
फंडामेंटल इशू से हटाने के लिए सरकार ने ये डिलिमिटेशन घोषणा किया चुनाव आयोग के जरिए, और ये डिलिमिटेशन क्या आधार पर होगा? सुन रहा हूं 2001 के आधार सेंसस के आधार पर होगा। 2011 का सेंसस हो गया, अगर होना है तो 2011 का सेंसस के आधार पर होना चाहिए, और 2025 तक सारा देश में भी डिलिमिटेशन होने वाला है। अगर होना ही है एक साथ होना चाहिए था।
The ruling BJP has rubbished these concerns. The last nationwide delimitation commission was set up in the country in 2002.
ৰাইজে সেইবোৰ কথা ইমান দিন দিয়া নহয়, ৰাইজে সেইবোৰ কথা লৈ কোনো ধৰণৰ লক্ষ্য নকৰে। ৰাইজে এটাই লক্ষ্য যে তেওঁলোকে ডেভেলপমেণ্টৰ পক্ষত আছে, আৰু ডেভেলপমেণ্ট চাই ভাৰতীয় জনতা পাৰ্টি মিত্ৰজোঁটৰ পক্ষত আছে। আৰু 2024 চনৰ নিৰ্বাচনত যি 12খন আসন আছে, 14খন আসন আছে, এই 14খনৰ 12খন আসন আজিৰ ডেটত আমাৰ নিশ্চিত। ইয়াত কোনো ধৰণৰ বেলেগ কথা নাই যে ডিলিমিটেশ্যন যেহেতু পৰ্যায়টো ইতিমধ্যে আগবাঢ়িছিলে আগতে।
According to government records, Assam has over 30% Bengali Muslim voters, often branded as illegal immigrants. And in its 126 assembly seats, Bengali Muslims decide fate in over 30 constituencies and in 6 out of 14 Lok Sabha seats in Assam. In 2021, when BJP retained power in Assam, the party had promised to protect the political rights of the indigenous people by delimitation. With last Tuesday's notification, Election Commission is all set to redrawing borders of all the 126 assembly seats and 14 parliamentary constituencies, set the modalities and discuss with political parties. With Sanjay Chakravarti in Guwahati, Ratnadeep Chaudhary for NDTV.
And as Congress marks 137 years since its formation and prepares for the mega 2024 general elections, Congress MP P. Chidambaram, in an exclusive to NDTV, admits Congress preparedness for the elections is not up to mark in most states compared to BJP. Listen in.
The Congress's poll preparedness is certainly not up to the mark and certainly not up to the speed of the BJP, except in a few states. And the word except is important. I think our poll preparedness is extremely good in Kerala, now in Karnataka. It was in Himachal Pradesh. I think it's good in Rajasthan. And I think Madhya Pradesh is coming up to speed. Chhattisgarh is also very good. In other states, I concede that the poll preparedness is not up to mark.
And a church in Karnataka's Mysuru was vandalized by unknown people on Tuesday, according to the police. And these people also damaged the statue of baby Jesus at the church. Here's the report.
Just 2 days after Christmas, miscreants broke into St. Mary's Church in Karnataka's Mysuru district. On the floor, a statue of baby Jesus broken into pieces triggered suspicion that this could be a communal attack. But the police say it appears to be a case of theft, as donation money has gone missing. Mysuru Police Superintendent Seema Latkar told NDTV, "We are scouting for clues from the CCTV footage recorded by nearby cameras. Prima facie looks like it is a theft, as they have made away with money and also with one donation box that was placed outside the church." The priest was away when the incident took place. Tension prevailed in the Piriyapatna taluk of Mysuru district, as the accused had not yet been identified or arrested. The Christian community in Karnataka are apprehensive as some churches and Christian missionaries have been attacked by some political outfits and also religious outfits as well. And also this is over alleged religious post conversion. In Bengaluru with Kumar Srija for NDTV.